We were raised to be strong, but nobody told us where to put the pain. Told to keep moving, keep grinding, keep pushing through the rain. Smile in public, fight in silence, carry the weight like it's part of the plan. But every man you see standing tall got battles nobody understands. Some of us grew up in chaos, some of us learned how to hide. Some of us carry stories so heavy we buried them deep inside. But strength ain't pretending you're bulletproof. Strength ain't never feeling fear.
Better not fall asleep.
No. It's the whole duration.
Yes, sir.
Literally, just gotta stay up for like 8 hours.
100%.
Sitting on your ass. Oh man, I got a family to get home to.
Yeah.
By all means, normally I don't even Red Bull it. You know,
Shit, hey.
I was pumped up with it.
Yep.
I had a stomach full of Red Bull, fast food.
And a happy heart. It was going.
I was like, damn, this can't be healthy for me, but only once in a while. So
once in a while.
I gotta do this.
All them vegetables from the months previous had you okay?
Right.
You good?
I'll be all right. I know I'm healthy.
You'll be all right. So you gonna leave out of here, right on this corner. Do you need gas?
Yeah, I do actually.
Around
Just
the
a
corner.
little bit,
So Costco right here.
Okay.
And then when you pull out Starbucks right there, and then the freeway.
All right, we
That's the
going.
musician. All right.
Yep.
Let's get it.
Gas ourselves up, and we going.
Yeah. We out of here. Got my brothers with me. Man. God, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. Waking up in the morning, about to go on a mission, about to get out here to this Compton MentorN event at the Dollar Ride Community Center. And I got my brothers with me, man. I walked out my house, D100, he stayed at the pad with me, overnight. He came in from Oakland, stayed at the pad. But walked out, my dude Chris out there, man, Mr. LaFall through it all, you feel me? Yeah, he was outside, man. I got to walk out and see both my brothers. Man, today's a great day already, if not just that. Let's count the blessings already. It's only 6:03 a.m. One, my eyelids open. You feel me? My eyelids open. My heart beating. Blessing on blessing on blessing. And then I get to see two of my day unos, man. We've been riding with each other for, 30 years now. It's 3 decades I've had an opportunity and a blessing to be with my brothers. It's a great day. Now let's get this gas. Let's get this Yaffe. And hit this highway. Let's go.
My phone.
Yeah. Hit that 4K.
I got the iPhone 13.
Oh, yeah. You 44. So shit, something wrong. That's underage. The phone underage.
Hey, it worked.
I know it worked. Bro, they got the best game ever. Hey, they sold us the same phone every year. Only thing that improved is the camera.
You're right, but I look at one of my dogs. He was in San Diego at the beach in La Jolla. He was walking up the steps. It looked like a cinematic movie, though. That was the one thing about it.
So if it's that, yes, but the phone itself,
yeah, it's working.
yeah, it was colder. Where was we at? Oh, right.
I ain't been cold really like that the whole trip. Even in the Bay, it was beautiful. Shout out to the Bay Area, Sacramento, Oakland, California. You know what? Now we out here in Southern Cali with the palm trees. The life is great. So, Compton, California, here we come.
Did they? They went back to normal. It's only $5 now. I hit my dad. I hit Joey and said, "Hey, you got any youngsters out here in LA? I need some youngsters to be on this panel." He's like, "Yeah." Wait a minute. About 2 hours. This last night. 2 hours later, I get messages with these numbers and then with contacts. And he called me. He said, "Hey, call them, hit them up. I said, you already talked to him?" He said, "Yeah, but hit them up and let them know. I'm tired too." So I called. I talked to the first dude, and something about his voice, he didn't sound like a youngster. But I told him, I'm like, "Bro, how old are you?" After I told him to spill, "How old are you?" "Oh man, I'm 65. I said,
Hey.
I said youngsters.
Hey, they youngsters to me. Hey.
And I told him, he's like, how old was he? 65. I said, I called somebody at the house. He told it anyway.
Hey, you got a grandson?
But anyway, it's about fatherhood. I asked him, you got kids? After he said, yeah, I got 8 of them. I said, come on, man.
Right, hey.
He did 32 years in prison.
Lived
8
experience.
kids, lived experience.
And
this ain't necessarily, this is fatherhood and growing through this. So
it don't matter about him being young at this point.
Matter of fact, it's even better.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Hey, this is a grandfather speaking to us and speaking to the other ones.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's generational right here.
Generational around here. We're gonna go.
Yeah, man. Dollar High Community Center. Here we go.
We don't talk about the nights, we just bury them in pride. Say we good, say we straight, wow. Something breaking deep inside. Court dates, cold floors, daddy gon' lock doors. Learn to fight before we learn what our own hearts were for. We build armor out of pain, turn survival in a game. Little boys in grown-up skin, never taught to name the shame. So we hustle, so we grind, but we heavy in the mind. Carrying what nobody sees like it's part of being a man's design. This is what we carry, the silent and the scary, the things we never said out loud, the tears we hide so carefully. This is what we carry, the weight that made us weary. Strong outside but torn within, still trying just to win, but we don't gotta hold it alone.
Since I just stopped drinking and smoking, I see God directing me in the path that He wants me to go on, and I can't do nothing but go hard about it. People that I used to party with, I don't even hang out with them no more because I don't want to be subjected to drinking and all that. That's all we gonna do. So it does change up your surroundings, and it allow you to not do the things that you used to do when you on a path that He got you on. And this is what I've been praying for. So in order to live out that dream, I can't take the old me with me, So with that being said, it's a blessed journey in order to see how things is playing out in life. And since I stopped, so many doors have opened, and so many great thoughts have came into my head, and so many more great things are being done. Like now we on this MenTorN tour, and just in the process of being on this tour, you're in surroundings that you couldn't ever even imagine yourself being in. A few of the dopest pieces that I've ever made so far as an artist, and the reactions that I get off that, man, it's amazing. And it just allowed my creativity to be enhanced, So when we get out and pull these paintings, put these paintings up, you'll be able to see the quality in which the work is, and how my style as an artist done changed, and my creativity done came from above, and it allowed me to do something that I've never done before. And the reaction from the crowd is just breathtaking, So this MenTorN tour is going up, and I'm just proud to see what's been done. And like you said, my creativity is on a whole nother level, and I just wake up and just pray for my creativity to be enhanced, my wisdom to be enhanced, and I'm getting that in abundance.
This is what we carry, but it don't have to bury the kings we were designed to be under fear and history.
What we carry, brand colors, the black, the copper, and the tan.
Hey, you got the artistic vision. Do your thing, Jelly Bang.
So, all right, we just need one more right there. Then we need to get the ones in the hallway set up right now.
Right, that's it. There's one more here.
No, everything's good.
I'll grab things.
We got all the MenTorN ones right here, so we're good.
just noticed right now there's no spine. There's no spine on my book. But I'm gonna. This edition right here is just for the tour, right? We're gonna redo it. We're gonna redo the book. The cover. We have two versions of the cover. The other cover that's gonna be for the general public after we're done with this tour. It has the colors of the original painting. But look, there's spine there, man. I'm on this book. Is why this is my tour, and I present at 1 o'clock.
Email me.
I will. Let's talk.
I think there could be a
Let's talk. Yes, sir. You're here for the day?
I'm leaving at 12.
All right, brother. Something like that. I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm usually high energy. I'll be running up through this crowd, and I still can't be there. But that's not what we on right now. We're here to have a conversation, a family conversation while I'm here. I go to prison for weed. You know, it was illegal back when. Weed used to be illegal. Now they sell it everywhere. But anyway, so I go to jail for weed, prison. 2 months before I come home, my brother Richard murdered, right? I come home playing. It wasn't no. People ask me, Armand, what made you just jump over here and be on the good side and do? It wasn't no smooth transition.
When I get out, I was probably still smoking heavily, drinking heavily, you know, and then and gambling. If you live in Las Vegas, drinking, smoking, and gambling, that's a heck of a vice right there, you know. So I was able to find the strength in order to not do that. And once I stopped not doing that, and then it just increased to keep the praying and all that up. And I was praying that I didn't do that anymore also, you know, but it didn't happen quickly. So once it did slowly but surely start happening, I seen that, and that was just my motivation to keep on going and want more and pray for bigger things, you know. So when you pray for bigger things in your life to change, it's the whole thought process and all that. It actually started happening, and it's happening right now. So just the growth and the development of just living a different lifestyle and shaking what we normally were used to doing, you know what I mean? It's easy to, not to say that it's bad, you know, for anyone, but, you know, for me personally speaking, it was just a lifestyle that I've been living from probably like 18 to 40. To 40, I was about 44, you know? So I've been living like 20 years like that, bro. Something got to change at this second half in life. And I'm going to make sure that my second half is better than my first half. That's where I'm at right now.
I never said this publicly. At one point, I OD'd. Come to find out, because I did wake up and I was in front of my mother. And she didn't know. She asked me, guys, I'm wobbling in my living room. Armand, are you okay? What's going on? But she didn't know me to be this guy. I didn't do drugs. Smoked some weed, drank, but I played it off. But I passed out. Thank God I woke up. My girl didn't. Call the paramedics, they come, they bring this machine in, they wake her up, she gets up, and they leave like they're used to doing this. They left. My girl looked at me and said, "What did you do to me?" You don't know how hurtful that felt. I never touched a drug again. I wasn't the drug guy, but I collapsed.
In order to bring a different type of approach to how they want to counsel, get these kids to speak, and try to understand these kids a little bit more, even understand the youth. You know, it's a point where we can get fathers and kids together as well. It's an icebreaker, just like the planting seeds and watching them grow coloring book. You know, is meant for whoever's parenting that kid to be able to sit down and color with them, and it has conversations that you normally wouldn't probably feel comfortable talking about. It's just off top, you know. But when you coloring in the book, and then you asking the kid what they know about whatever the topic is, it allows them to freely express what they know, versus you just asking them, making it seem like it's just a tough one-on-one conversation. So the icebreaker and all of that, the therapy of all of that, and the bonding that you get from all of that is what's needed, because counselors, social workers, parents all have a tough time talking to their kids nowadays. It's all based off the approach, you know. They wonder why kids don't want to talk to adults like that anymore. Is because more so adults trying to tell them, and you can't reach nobody by trying to tell them. You gotta listen first.
And so by 30 years old, when I started my transition and God started tapping in, because we know sometimes we say it to each other, and we talk to kids and they're not listening, it's going in one ear and out the other. It's not really. Parents, especially for young men, it's this little black box in the back of their head, and it don't open right away. But every guidance, every seed that you plant, it is going into that box. So don't stop giving the seeds and nurturing the seeds, please.
Barrier that has to get through to get in. Yeah. So we not in it for help. Oh, for help. No, that is a question that's been going around a lot. Yes.
You better get you. This book I wrote, MenTorN, is dedicated to one of my mentors who during this same time came to me, running a youth group, a fatherhood group for over 15 years, and he came to me and said, Armand, I need to talk to you. I'm in this dark spot in my life. I'm hurting myself. He was burning holes in his arm. Using drugs. This is somebody I looked up to big, like you're my big homie with this community work. 2 weeks later, he ain't here no more. My brief message, and I'm gonna stop, we have a conversation. I don't see Patrick able to stop me because I know we got a time and we might be a little under. Okay, just shut me down whenever, I'm good with it. Ain't nothing rude about it, wiggle, wiggle, jiggle, jiggle. You feel me? So, who heals the healer? I need y'all to take care of yourself. Don't neglect your own mental health, your space, you need it. There's some, my bro Jonas says, no is not a bad word. Sometimes when people know you're the healer, you're the father, you're the mother, you're the mentor, they know they can call you for $100 and you're gonna give it to them more than likely. Sometimes it's okay to say no. I'm short on my rent right now. I don't know how I would get by, but most of the time we give, you givers. I don't know if any of y'all givers in here. I'm a giver and I don't have it all the time. But it's hard for me to say no. No is not a bad word. Be okay with saying no, not today. I love you, but I can't. Or I can, I just know. You ain't paying me back the last $50.
It's inspirational to see that no matter what walk of life you come from, no matter what race you are, as a man, you got your struggles. From white, black, Latino, every family as a man always tells them to suck it up, be tough.
Through the grace of God, I've always had a strong support group that I guess allowed me to be the man that I am to this day. You know, at the age of 9, I was seeing my father murdered in front of my face. My mother was on drugs. That's the type of household I grew up in. By the time I turned about 13 to 15, I met good friends like Armand King, and we ended up raising ourselves.
So I did have my father growing up in the household, my mom and my dad. But my dad and I's relationship was very volatile. And the older I got, the worse it got. So there was no real mentorship. I didn't have those talks that you would expect to have with your dad or with your parents, when you have both parents in the household. I didn't have that guidance. So much like you brothers who didn't have dads in the home, I ended up running the streets.
My father here in Compton, but me and my mother lived in Watts, so he was in my life, but not in my life. And he was a pastor. He spent more time with the kids that was getting in trouble, so I started getting in trouble. He never came to juvenile hall to see me, never came to YA to see me, never came to prison to see me, but he loved me.
A phenomenal panel, and I really loved everything you said up there. It was really touching. I just wish my son was here to, hear you brothers up there talk, because it was just really, really eye-opening. I thank you for sharing your experience too, man, out there, being in the hood and, growing up as a black man, it's a blessing to make it past 33.
Man.
Even past 25.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like it's,
unfortunately, you know it.
Thank you so much.
Right.
Yeah. You brothers keep doing what y'all doing.
Yep, thank you. We can't stop.
Really
I tried. You can't. You're like, God was like, come on. We got work to do.
I've been asked you a long time ago, would you be doing this work? No. You know, so that's how you
I
know
didn't
God
choose
is
it.
moving in every way.
100%. It was not on the list.
That part.
But yet it was.
It's faith and it's
100%.
driven.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
We appreciate this.
Thank you, Star. Let's
I
go.
was quite impressed with men being vulnerable, but yet being authentic. So it's really inspiring to see how far we have come, but yet how far we still have to go. But the men that are willing to step into this space now, how forgiveness of the father that wasn't there has shaped them into the men that they are now. My father was absent for most of my life, but we've been able to reconnect here in the past 8 years, and it's been powerful. Being able to be vulnerable, but also be authentic and share with him, you know, the frustrations of him not being there, but also accepting his apology and passing God's forgiveness along to him. Because God forgave me for everything I've done. How can I not forgive him?
And it's like we have a table with 4 legs. And if we only fix 2 legs, if only 2 legs worked on this table, all these books would not stand. So it's like we gotta repair everything. We want to destroy the preschool to prison pipeline. I've never wanted a young lady or a young man to ever enter life and think it was something good for them, ever. So that's me and mine. I've lost too many friends, man, and we were manipulated too as kids, and we thought that was the way. So I created the curriculum for young men to help them, so people can have the conversation with them to lead them out of from if they're already in it, let's get you out. If you're about to go into it, let me warn you. And it comes with videos, music to help. And then right now, this year, dedicated. So I created this one based on real life young men, that went into the lifestyle, and now. This has been in existence about 4 years now, many schools throughout the country and Canada, and now we're creating the young ladies version to prevent young girls from getting involved in trafficking, or that are in how to get out, from lived experience experts. So I have a team of survivors that are putting that together. Because sometimes the conversations, the seeds needed to be planted when they were tiny. Like, how do I get you? It really wrote it to like my daughter. If I wasn't here, what do I tell you so you never become somebody's victim? What do I tell you to build your mind up, your spirit up, to believe in yourself enough to not let somebody's words manipulate you or force you? So we just created that, and then there's also so super prevention, early prevention, including the financial literacy. Because oftentimes a lot of us grew up in poverty, and the lure was the word, but I was broke. I needed some money. I'm hungry. I don't know my parents. I'm out here. So somebody who's in those conditions, it's easier for some bullshit to come in your ear. And then now I'm going that way to influence. Because I'm hungry. My stomach growling. So yeah, I'll go get this money. 2021, I lost a loved one every single month of the year. I lost 7 students, 2 cousins. One of them I buried myself. I was the pastor in the cemetery with 100 kids in there. I had to pick out his plot. I had to do all the funeral arrangements because no other family would step up to the plate. I was hurt. I lost a 14-year-old kid, Gregory Pruitt. I'm the last human being he talked to before he died. He called me at 2 in the morning on FaceTime to tell me how much he loved me, and I was like a father to him. I was hurt. Where do I go? Who heals the healer?